Hey everyone, what is going on? So we have another showcase for you today in the Open Great League, taking a look at Wobbuffet. So Wobbuffet, really cool Pokemon, really tanky, right? Really tanky. So I mean, it's decent. It's decent in the Open Great League. It's good for some specific cups. If you want, I mean, this Pokemon goes well on like timeout teams. But we're also taking a look at Lickitung and Shadow Charizard as well. So without further ado, let's go ahead and just dive right into the battles and see what we got going on for us. We saw that Blast Burn right there, right? Very nice. We're going to see another Blast Burn into the Ninetales, and that is going to be enough to KO that Ninetales. So we're able to take Switch. Out comes Swampert. Swampert able to farm down easily, but out comes the Wobbuffet, okay? So Wobbuffet, as I said, is tanky. Let's see how much a Hydro Cannon does from a Shadow Swampert. And as you can see, able to tank that. No problem at all. Trevenant coming in. Out comes Lickitung. The Licks is super effective. You double resist the Shadow Ball, the Shadow Claws. Seed Bomb is neutral. The opponent actually going for Shadow Ball. Very interesting there. But again, I mean, look how much damage you're doing with Lick, right? The fast move pressure alone is doing a lot. So Seed Bomb is going to come out. No problem. Gonna go ahead and go for Body Slam. Body Slam is actually double resisted. Power Whip is single resisted, but if you're expecting a shield, no shield. But you know what? The Body Slam makes sense because now you could farm down, although you do have to take another Seed Bomb. So let's see. Seed Bomb is going to connect and going to be able to lick down. Yeah, going to be able to lick down very low, which is really nice. Going to be able to go for this Power Whip, and then maybe after you pick up the shield, maybe do you have a Body Slam? Oh no, going to go ahead and switch out right away. And go for the return. Now, the thing about Wobbuffet is, well, first of all, you need the Hundo, and you need it level 50. So that's one thing. It is currently spawning during the Festival of Colors event, if you want to catch them for, like, XL candies. But aside from that, its attacks really don't do much damage. And it doesn't have a great moveset, right? It actually only has one charge move, but if you have the Purified one, which you need, it does have return. So you can have 2 attacks because of that. Other than that, if you don't run the Purified one, you only have 1 move. I wouldn't recommend only running the one single move one. I would recommend getting a Purified one and hopefully get a Hundo or close to it. And then, yeah, you're good to go. Maybe lucky trade for one. But anyway, out comes Lickitung, out comes Machamp. So Lloyd out the fighting type. Not that you necessarily have to, but this Machamp is going to be able to go for Cross Chop. Can you make it to a power-up? Able to do so. So this is probably going to force the shield. If it doesn't, it's going to do a lot of damage. Almost KO, and it doesn't KO, unfortunately. So nice call by the opponent not to shield that. So unfortunate no KO there, but let's see what comes in. Charizard is going to be able to farm down. Alteria's coming in with the move. Going to go ahead and shield it. Yeah, it's not like you could count it down with Wobbuffet, right? So gonna go ahead and shield that and go for this Dragon Claw. You really have to do this. We'll see what's in the back. The opponent actually gonna shield it. Now gonna go ahead and switch out. Oh, it's Venusaur. Venusaur is weak to Mirror Coat, but Mirror Coat, as I said, is a weak move. And Wobbuffet, he doesn't have the highest attack in the game, right? So we'll see how much it does. I am curious myself, but it's not gonna do too much, I don't think. But we do see a shield as well. The opponent does have a shield. You can survive another Frenzy Plant. But I mean, this certainly doesn't one-shot or anything like that. Let's see if 2 Mirror Coats will do it. Probably not. Yeah, it doesn't even look like 2 will KO now. No, unfortunately. So this Venusaur is going to be able to get off an attack. It's going to be a Frenzy Plant. Still doesn't KO. Going to switch into Charizard though. Charizard, yeah. I mean, you have to shield this. The wing attacks are doing a lot, so you do have to shield this. The opponent switching out. Gotta go for this Dragon Claw. This is going to KO the Altaria. And I think you could win with the Charizard. No, the opponent does get to an attack. Okay, I wasn't sure if the opponent would make it to an attack. And it's going to KO. But can the Wobbuffet win? Oh my gosh. Yes, it can. Purified Wobbuffet coming in clutch. And able to take that one. And that is going to be a beautiful game. Very well played to both trainers. Absolutely amazing. You love to see it. You love to see it. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Shadow Charizard into Wish Cash. Well, obviously, you resist the Mud Bombs. The Blizzard will KO the Charizard, though. But your Blast Burn, your most powerful move, is resisted. So we'll see how this plays out. This is not, like, that bad. Like, compared to, like, if it was Swamp, it would be a lot worse. Yeah, it's not that bad. The opponent actually switching into Golbat. So the opponent switching out. And going to be Poison Fang. Okay. Now we do see a Dragon Claw come out, expecting to pick up the shield from the opponent, probably switching out after this. Yeah, going to switch out into Lickitung. They can't go for Shadow Ball. They have to go for the Poison Fang attacks because Shadow Ball is double resisted. So there we go. And yeah, just going to continue to farm up. Makes a lot of sense. The opponent going to go ahead and definitely go for another Poison Fang. No problem. This Lickitung has 2 body slams. One will not be enough to KO the Golbat, but maybe you could lick down afterwards. Let's see how low it gets it. Oh, looks like you can, but the opponent actually pulling the switch into Altaria. So this team kind of struggles against Altaria. We saw it previously, right? But we'll see. At least the Lickitung can get off multiple attacks. I would say Lickitung is probably the best answer towards that Altaria. So getting it relatively low. Wobbuffet coming in. Okay, now it's not in a bad. Now you're not in a bad spot, but we'll see. Sky Attack is going to pick up the shield, and okay, another attack coming in. It's going to be another Sky Attack most likely. Yeah, it's going to be another Sky Attack. Really not doing much at all. You can see how tanky Wobbuffet is, right? Wobbuffet is so tanky. Actually going for the Mirror Coat. Will the opponent shield this, or will they let this one go? The opponent is going to let that go, but you could farm down. But the opponent actually pulls the switch into Golbat. Now this could be a Shadow Ball, because if it's a Shadow Ball, it is super effective. It's a Poison Fang, which makes sense, but Wobbuffet is going to be able to farm down, very nice. Wishcash is coming in. Wishcash does farm down. Wishcash has a lot of energy, if I remember correctly. So Charizard coming in. Now they can go for Mud Bomb. I mean, Mud Bomb is enough to KO the Charizard, right? So Wobbuffet coming in, going for the Mirror Coat. Wobbuffet, I mean, think Chansey. Wobbuffet's not as bulky as Chansey, but it's still pretty bulky, right? So hopefully it's not Blizzard. I mean, yeah, obviously it's going to be Blizzard. Still doesn't KO. You can see how thick Wobbuffet is, right? I mean, it's crazy. Both 2 Pokemon in the back, Lickitung and Wobbuffet. Very, very tanky. Oh my gosh. Oh, barely able to count it down. I don't know if this team is used as a timeout team. I don't think it is. But if it is, you're not timing out the opponents. You're just winning, right? That was a crazy win. Taking that snapshot as well, I guess. Very cool win. I like that win. That was a good win. That was a very close one. I like that one. Good game. Okay, Charizard into Trevenant. You love to see it. Obviously, a Shadow Ball KOs you. So that's fine because you have Wing Attack. You have Dragon Claw. Going to go ahead and go for the bait. And the opponent will shield that one up. Going to go ahead and shield this one as well. This is going to be a Seed Bomb. The bait makes a lot of sense from the Trevenant. Not surprising. This is another Seed Bomb, I believe. It should only be a Seed Bomb. It is a Seed Bomb, so Charizard going to be able to take that and just farm all the way down. But the opponent actually pulling the switch, so we're going to see this Dragon Claw come in right now. And this is going to... It's a Noctowl. Okay, so at least he got the last shield. Well, Lickitung's licks are double resisted. I guess the body slams, I mean, obviously neutral. But Lickitung is going to be able to fire off these Sky Attacks. But Lickitung obviously able to take it. So let's see. So a body slam coming out. So that is going to connect. Trying to get to another one. Really wants to get to another one. Not quite, not quite. Noctowl is going to be able to get off this attack. But yeah, just let this go. It's not going to KO. Gonna be able to get to it. At least if you get Noctowl nice and low, maybe you can count it down with Wobbuffet. Wobbuffet, like the thing is, Wobbuffet doesn't want to take a Shadow Ball, right? I'm actually switching into Wobbuffet now. So you can take a Shadow Ball, but you don't want to. That's why the Lickitung came in against the Noctowl, even though the Licks were double resisted. Ooh, Registeel. Okay, gonna go ahead and go for the return right now. These moves are both resisted. Just gonna go ahead and go for the most powerful attack. Most powerful attack hardly did anything. These counters are really not doing much. Zap Cannon. It probably takes 3 to KO the Wobbuffet. And yeah, I would imagine it takes, yeah. So, unless if they can go for another one and lock on down, but probably not. But either way, we'll see this return come in. Reggie's still going to be able to go for another Zap Cannon. Let's see if it debuffs the Wobbuffet. It does debuff, so going to go ahead and switch out. The only problem with this is maybe they could go for the farm down, but they're not able to go for the farm down, which is good. The Noctowl comes in, Body Slam coming out. This is going to KO the Noctowl. And then obviously the Registeel is coming in. Registeel wants to farm down. It's not able to before Lickitung can lick it down. You absolutely love to see it. GG's. Well played to both trainers, able to take that one. Let's go ahead and move into the next battle. We do have the Charizard into Hypno. You're taking a lot from Confusion, no doubt about it. But you'll be able to get to a move. Actually going to go ahead and attempt to catch Thunder Punch. Not able to do so, but Champ is coming in. At least you lure out the possible fighting type, and there is a fighting type here, so going to be able to lure out that Machamp. Okay, so going to go ahead and go for this Body Slam right now. Body Slam is going to connect. The Machamp will be able to farm down. So Charizard Wing Attack down. Yep, Charizard Wing Attack down. I like it. I like it. So in comes the Hypno. Hypno does have an attack. It's probably a Thunder Punch, but that KOs. So Ice Punch. Either way, it would still KO it. So we're going to see this Dragon Claw come out right now from the Shadow Charizard. And that is very nice. Able to go for the Blast Burn. Now, so much damage. This probably KO. I would imagine this KOs. But the opponent actually shields. It makes sense. Out comes the Wobbuffet. You don't want to take a Shadow Ball. They might have to Shadow Ball. Let's see. They do. But you're still able to take it because of how tanky. You could actually take another one. How tanky Wobbuffet is. So going to be able to get to this return, which is really nice. Okay, doesn't do too much. I would love to see it counted down, but no, I'm gonna save the energy. Oh, it's double fighters. So we saw the Machamp, now we're seeing the Primate. So we're gonna go ahead and go for the Mirror Coat. Interesting to bring in the Primate just because it's weak to Mirror Coat, right? So, I mean, Primate's really squishy, so that's why it did a good amount of damage. And another one will KO, so this one is gonna be enough to KO, very nice. And then obviously the Hypno is going to come in. Hypno has a good amount of energy, going to switch out, catch the move on Hypno, but actually going to go ahead and shield this one up. And yep, going to be an Ice Punch, and this is going to KO, but you can count it down, right? I mean, they charge up a lot of energy, but can you count it down? Yes, you can. Barely able. These games are so tight. Barely able to count it down. You love to see it. Let's move on to the next battle. GG's. Shadow Charizard and the Lantern, obviously one of the worst leads you could imagine. So you got to pivot out. Yep, into the Wobbuffet. Lickitung has a better matchup just because it has Power Whip. Okay, so guess they don't have a strong answer to Wobbuffet. We're going to go ahead and go for this Surf attack right now. Okay. And now we do see a switch into Galarian Stunfisk. So Galarian Stunfisk unfortunately resists the charge attacks. The counters are super effective, but we've seen this with like Deoxys, and this is actually worse for Wobbuffet because the counters are weak because your defenses are what's strong, right? You have strong defenses, but you don't have a strong attack. But that's okay. You can still take the attacks really well, so I guess that makes up for it. Whereas Deoxys, kind of a similar situation, although the counters, I guess, are doing more. But still, I mean, no, you're doing a good amount of damage. You're doing a good amount of damage. So I guess not too bad, not too bad. I thought it was a little bit worse for the Wobbuffet, but I guess not. Wobbuffet is going to be able to go for the Mirror Coat. Should be able to win this matchup. I don't anticipate the shield from this Stunfisk. Never mind, the Stunfisk does shield. Actually switching out into the Lantern to KO the Wobbuffet. Just letting it go because you could have the Lickitung on now. It actually doesn't even KO the Wobbuffet, of course, but Lickitung is coming in. And gonna be a Surf, no problem. Lickitung is so tanky as well. Let's see if we see a bait or a Power Whip. I bet you we see a Power Whip. Straight Power Whip makes a lot of sense, right? Surf is going to connect. And now the Power Whip is coming out. You'll have to see it. So Power Whip is going to connect. The opponent does not shield. It doesn't KO, but you should be able to lick that. I don't think this KOs. If this is a Surf, it certainly doesn't KO. Thunderbolt, I guess, would have, but okay, I didn't see what came in. It looked like a poison type. I think it was a poison type. Oh no, oh well, okay. That's why I thought it was the poison type because it was using Poison Jab. But no, it's actually a Hawlucha, very cool, the regional exclusive to Mexico. Flying Press is a powerful move. Gonna go ahead and shield that. Even though Charizard resists it, still gonna go ahead and shield it. And Hawlucha, man, that's so cool. I haven't battled a Hawlucha yet. I probably will at some point. But no, very cool stuff. And yes, going to KO that. And now out comes the Stunfisk. And this Charizard is going to go ahead and go for Dragon Claw right now. And the opponent is going to go ahead and shield just so they can get off the Rock Slide right now. This is obviously going to KO the Charizard. Now out comes Wobbuffet. Wobbuffet able to count it down, and that is a good game. Very well played. And yeah, that's going to be it for this video. Thank you so much for sharing your battle experiences with us. I really do appreciate it. And thank you everyone for watching. I will see you in the next one. Have a good day. Bye.